Now, more stories about John McCain, but at the end of it, he said, oh, yeah, Barack Obama, he phoned it in here while I suspended my campaign. That's a curious thing to say when just 12 hours ago, he put out an ad that said, quote, what a week. The Democrats blame Republicans, Republicans blame Democrats. We're the United States of America and shouldn't take a crisis to pull us together. And the ad was meant to say, no partisanship on this. We shouldn't be using this to our political advantage. Then he goes on TV 12 hours later and says, well, it was all me! And Obama, he phoned it in.
And he phoned it in. They both were there. I mean, he suspended his campaign. Both of them went to Washington. Both of them got to vote on this bill. Both of them sat flanking the president when we were talking about it at the very beginning.
And by the way,
that's not how you phone it in.
Eventually, they wind up in Washington because they got a vote. And yesterday, we had a vote on the bailout. It was 75-24. It passed in the Senate. I'll get back to that in 1 second. But McCain and Obama were in the Senate chamber at the same time. So we're poised for an interesting happenstance. What's going to happen here? Everybody's on their respective sides. The Republicans are talking, kibutzing. Is that the right way of saying it?
Kibutzing.
Kibutzing. Kibutzing. Kibutzing is actually
moving to Israel on the farm. Yeah.
So Republicans are farming on one side. Okay. Anyway,
exactly.
There's too close, though. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Republicans are on one side, Democrats are on one side. They're talking, and Obama sees McCain come in, and he goes, "All right, well, you know, we should do the gentlemanly thing here." Remember when he went and sought out Hillary Clinton? They had the awkward handshake during the primaries in the Senate, etc. So Obama goes over, and this is, by the way, reported by Congressional Quarterly, and they are right down the middle. There's no hint of a bias in any way, shape, or form. And he goes over to shake his hand, and he sees Mel Martinez first, Republican senator from Florida. He sees Joe Lieberman, and they greet him cordially and, in fact, warmly. They're like, "Oh, Senator, how are you?"
Right.
Yeah. And he comes over to McCain, and he extends his hand. According to the witnesses there, McCain was like, I don't know if they got on there, but he extended his hand without really looking at Senator Obama, and everyone there thought, he's like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks, basically.
Which is what he has done, by the way, after debates, after the Rick Warren thing. Every time these two people are together, McCain seems to just snarl and walk away. It's the weirdest thing. I've never seen it.
It is really weird. And that's what was interesting about this story and the news accounts of it. Of course, these news accounts will not be read by Sarah Palin because she doesn't read the newspapers. But
well, she reads them, but she's just not going to tell you which one she reads.
Right. In fact, I'm sorry, she reads any and all of them.
All of them. Whichever ones are put in front of me, I will read. Whichever ones we get.
Anyway, according to the news stories, and there's two different sources here. One is the Congressional Quarterly, and the other one is the New York Times. The political tension was clear and palpable, and John McCain would not look at Barack Obama. I don't even know how you shake somebody's hand without looking at him. And there's something weird about that.
There's something very weird. You've got to watch it after the debates. You've got to watch these two when they're together. McCain is always, you know, Obama's, hey, John, how are you? Gives a big kiss to Cindy. McCain's always just rushing off, getting by, moving away. See, even
what is it? Is he angry at him, or is he feel awkward and bad about how he's run this campaign, so he's kind of nervous to look Obama in the eye?
No, I don't think it's that. I think that he just, you know, I think you talked about it last week, that he feels disingenuous by doing it, that he's out there all week long talking about how much he doesn't like the guy, that I'm a man of honor, I can't actually then shake his hand, you know. He's taking everything personally rather than realizing that it's two men running against each other for president. He must be taking everything personally.
And I'll tell you what, that's bad politics. You know, that's the kind of thing we were discussing about the BP debate earlier, where it doesn't come off right. I mean, people see that and they get uncomfortable by that. It's Richard Nixon-like. It's not a good way to go politically.